I've got it. I've got it. Welcome, YouTube friends. And I am so honored to be part of the Bomb Squad and uploading my videos and adding what I have to add to the wonderful family of vloggers such as Cordenia and Mike and Lem and Kato, and it's a good family. Anyway, my contribution today is going to be fun and fine art with Mary Jennings on Fridays. I never know what I'm going to come up with, but I'm an artist, and I'm going to be bringing you topics having to do with creativity, in maintaining your creativity, inspiring and encouraging you to maintain your creativity, and the world needs you. So please, artists, creative people, writers, anybody, everybody can create, and we need you. And a lot of artists, especially judging by Amazon.com and looking up topics like inspiration, a lot of artists struggle with this. And as a matter of fact, I just spent the weekend with a group of women, and we're not struggling for creativity, but we're definitely being aware of what it takes to keep it vital and alive and well and healthy. And being in relationship with other artists is certainly one way to do that. But another thing about inspiration that I discovered is that the combination of inspiration and determination go hand in hand. If I were just to let that blank canvas, as I've got quite a few behind me, just sit there blank and be very intimidating, and their nothingness get me down, I wouldn't be able to create anything. And today I'm going to kind of bring in a little object lesson for us to work with. And we're going to learn from nature today. We're going to learn from the dandelion weed. And I've actually taken some time to pull some of these to give you an example of determination. Yes, this is from my yard, folks. Look at this bad boy here. I tell you what. But you know what? The dandelion gets kind of a bad rap. I mean, look at this. This one is really tall. It's got everything in all different phases. It's got the, don't get it by the taproot, it's going to come back. So the dandelion has amazing determination. It kind of gets beat up on as a weed. But let me tell you, with regard to the history of our fine nation, the dandelion has served us well. In times of need, the dandelion green has provided wonderful nutrients, and can be made into salads or cooked down with some special ingredients as a green. It has more beta carotene than even carrots. Who knew? And what's even more funny is it's on sale at Whole Foods sometimes, that expensive shop. But anyway, the greens and the taproot are definitely something to look at and observe. And this wonderful vase shows the dandelion flower itself, which, you know, it starts out, the dandelion weed obviously makes this flower, and it's yellow, and then it sort of has to kind of die. And hey, it could be over, right? It could be over after that. After the dandelion weed dies, essentially, we could say, oh, there's no more flower, it's gone. But actually what happens is, I think I have an example of it, what actually happens is when it dies, it then makes this wonderful cluster from its bud. Let's see, this is it dying, and then underneath it makes this wonderful cluster of things, which seems like, oh, party's over, it's just this little fluffy wad. But later, the best part comes, as you know. Once you feel like it's dead and there's nothing left to it, and this could be your creativity. This could be a metaphor for your creativity. It could be dead, but actually, after the death, it has a wonderful process that then it actually makes more, even more seeds, and it spreads new life and grows and germinates. The coolest thing is to do that. Anyway, there can be so many lessons learned from this wonderful dandelion that I thought I'd share it with you. And it's so funny, in doing research for it, there's even wall coverings from Pottery Barn that have this wonderful dandelion, and these things look like little flying little G.I. Joe men that go off and they make seedlings. God, they're fun. Anyway, that's the little artist in me. I hope I've sort of talked to you a little bit about inspiration, but I tell you what, I want to know in the comments on the YouTube channel, what kind of things do you do to maintain your inspiration? And obviously I just looked outside and looked like a crazy woman picking around my yard at my weeds. So sometimes in the weeds or in the things that aren't really that interesting, we can find inspiration. And I bet you in those canvases there will be something with regard to the dandelion. Anyway, wrapping up our time together, I hope that sort of made some sense. It made perfect sense to me. So anyway, I hope it makes sense to you. But and I hope it was fun too. I'm gonna do that again. Anyway, I have another quote for the day, and it is a good one. It is, "Genius does what it must. Talent does what it can." And that quote came from Edward G. Bulwer-Lytton. And you can find me next week on the Bomb Squad channel, or you can look for me on Mary Jennings Art YouTube channel. You can also look up my website, which is maryjenningsart.com. I love being here for you. And next week, since I was out in the yard, we're going to learn about if you like butter. Anyway, thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you next week on Fun and Fine Art with Mary Jennings.